Hello everyone. So the stock market is going crazy up and down. There is no steadiness, and so yeah, it tells you again though you cannot plan anything short term. You just invest and stick with it. Somebody asked me, yeah, what can you do? Can you increase with a strategy or savings for retirement? Or is there a way with speculation? I think there is no way. What you can do, you can get a side job or increase your monthly savings rate. But I think if you're getting too speculative with your stocks you buy, you can lose a lot. So this trading or more risk to take into your portfolio when you figure out that you are pretty late with your savings rate and with your retirement account. I think that's not a good way. You just should still invest slowly, avoid too much risks, buy solid companies, and keep on also saving in your normal regular life. Most stuff that is great is probably for free out there, or it's pretty cheap. It's not necessary to spend huge amounts of money to make the life nicer. I don't know. There are a lot of people that are like just on a spending spree, and it's a lot of garbage what they buy. To be honest, I don't understand why people spend $100 on a cell phone every month, and at the same time they have no money to put into a savings account or in a retirement account. So I think it should be balanced. It makes life easier if you put some money away. Nobody needs huge homes, enormous buildings. It costs a lot of taxes, it costs a lot of maintenance, a lot of repairs, and you have to clean much more. I don't understand why people overspend. It's just it's a unnecessary luxury. And when you go shopping, you also should think about what is really necessary and what is not necessary. Just I had a colleague at work. He always said that is not necessary. Just get rid of it. And his whole thinking process was: is it necessary or not? Everywhere where he was, even at work, he had to do. He always thought: is it necessary or not? And he always said it's not necessary. It's a lot of stuff you have to do. That's just a waste of time and money. So when he was 50, my colleague was able to retire because he put the whole world into those two buckets: necessary and unnecessary. And if you do that, I think it can help you a lot. Of course, there are things you love and they are not really necessary. Those you should buy, but limit it. Yeah, that's actually what you can do. You can get a side job, you can increase your income somehow. You should try to get a decent job of work you love, and limit your spending just to the necessary stuff, and that's the only thing you can do. To get more risky in your strategy, I think, is a bad advice, because most of those traders, they lose a lot at some point. Even the professionals lose. Just look at Bruno Ixchel, the guy of JP Morgan Chase. He was called a London whale. I think he lost 6 billion or so with bad trades in some mortgage papers or whatever. It's a weird story. Or Goldman Sachs lost more than $1 billion for the Libyan government fund. Just recently it came out that the Libyan government of the dictator, the former dictator, that the Libyan government fund is suing Goldman Sachs for losing 98% of their portfolio. And so what it tells you, these option trades and stuff like that, it costs you money, costs you fees, and it's also very risky. Of course you can win, but the risk is so enormous. I would not recommend you to do that. You should run your portfolio, your investment strategy, your whole life. Is just common sense. That's all what you need. Just clear thoughts. Does it make sense? Is it necessary or not? Is it too risky or not? And that's all what you should think about. If somebody tells you you can make 50% return within a year, be careful. It's too good to be true. Okay, that's all for today.